Okay, so now we are going to start our chapter 3 where we will dive into certain operators. Okay, like these are your main building blocks of your code. Without this you cannot write any code. Okay, so you will need certain operators. Okay, so these are very standard operators which are self-explanatory, right? This is plus for addition, this is for subtraction, for multiplication, for division, and this is something new that you are seeing. This is not percentage, this is called modulus operator. This is called modulus operator. Okay, so what it does, it modulus will give you the remainder of the number, remainder. So suppose you have 14, you are dividing it by 4, 3s are 12 and 2. So what will modulus give? Modulus will give you the remainder as the answer. So it will give you the answer as 2. And what will division give? This will give you the quotient. So it will give you the answer as 3. Okay, so if on the same number I am doing 14 mod 4, so I will get 2. But if I am doing 14 divided by 4, I will get 3. Okay, understood? So this is basic standard thing, that your division gives you the quotient and percentage. This is called modulus operator, mod operator. Modulus operator gives you the remainder. Cool. Then you have something called as relational operator. So greater than, less than. This is what? This is called comparison operator. Greater than, equal to, this is not equal to. So if a number is equal to something, suppose I have to say that a is equal to b, I will not write like this. I will write a is equal to b like this with double equal to. Okay, this is a different meaning. This means assignment. This means assign the value of b in a. So when you write a equals to b, what happens? Right hand side is getting solved first. The value of 5 is assigned in the a variable. Suppose you have written as a equals to 5 into 3. So first this side is solved first. 5 into 3 becomes 15, and this 15 is assigned inside the variable a. Okay, so this is called assignment operator, and this is called comparison operator. So if you write something as a equals to 5 into 3, then it will check what is the value of a and what is the value this side. So what is the value right hand side and left hand side, it will check, and it will check if the value is equal or not. So if the value is equal, it will say true. If the value is false, if not equal, it will say false. So which kind of return type does it have? It has a boolean return type. Understood? So this is very important difference to understand. Okay, so this guy will not have any return type, this guy will have a return type. Understood? Why? Because this is checking, this is comparing two things. Suppose you have a equals to 7, so 7 will get assigned into a, but if you have a equals to 7 and the value of a is 8, so it will say no, this is not equal. Okay, then you have something called logical operator, not and not. So I have written not first. There is a reason I have write not first. Okay, in books you will see and or not written, but I have written not first. Why? Because this is your precedence also. This is your precedence also. Precedence means which is preferred. So anytime you have all the combination in one, we will be solving a lot of questions. Okay, suppose you have all these three things in one, then who will precede? Your not will precede. So you have to solve the not first, and then you have to solve the and then you have to solve the or. Okay, that is why I have written not first, then and, then not. So this is your assignment operator. This is the least precedence operator. This can be asked in your MCQ. Why it is the least precedence? Because this is assignment operator, right? So you will have a lot of, suppose you have this now, you have a lot of expression here, right? You have written a lot of expression. Until and unless all these are solved, you cannot get the final value, right? Until unless you will get the final value, you cannot assign that value to a, right? So that is why this is the least precedence operator. Then this is your increment decrement operator, plus plus minus minus. This means increase the value by 1, minus minus means decrease the value by 1, decrease the value by 1. And then you have something called operator precedence. There is no need to read, no need to learn this. You will understand from your basic math only. Okay, cool. Addition, subtraction, division, stuffs like that. Okay, cool. So once we understood this, let us go into arithmetic operators. Okay, so unary, okay, binary. So binary means you will have, you suppose you have to add two things, 2 plus 3. So you need someone this side also, someone this side also. So you need two guys, okay, to add them. So that is why they are called as binary. Okay, binary operator. Suppose you have to divide, so you need a a number and you need a divisor, right? So that is why they are called as binary. Okay, so unary means something which works with only one variable, which can work with only one variable. We'll call it as unary operator. So now you might be confused that how plus is both unary and binary. Why? So binary you understood why, because you need two guys here. Suppose, how can you explain this? Suppose you have int a equals to -5 and then int b equals to plus a. So you see, you can use this, right? You can use this, you can use still with 1 also, right? And this plus plus minus minus means this is generally used with one variable only. Okay, so these are your unary operator. This we will deep dive just in 5-10 minutes, so you will understand better. So this is modulus operator, everyone knows. This is ternary operator. What is the importance of ternary operator? Checks the condition, check conditions. If the condition is true, the condition will either be true or the condition will either be false, right? If the condition is true, statement 1 is the answer. Statement 1 is executed, else statement 2 is executed. What did I say? It will check the condition. The condition will be on the left hand side of this ternary operator question mark. If the condition is true, you will have two statement here, statement 1, statement 2. If the condition is true, the statement 1 will execute. If the condition is false, statement 2 will execute. Okay, we will do questions. Okay, then you will understand everything. Cool. Now what we are trying to understand is, we are trying to understand something called as logical operator. Logical operator, as I told you, that not, and or. So this is the symbol of not, this is the symbol of and, this is the symbol of or. Okay, so this is the precedence. First not will solve, then or, then and, then out. Okay, how do they work? What does not do? Not reverses the original result, which means if the result is true and I have a not in front of it, it will make the result as false. If the result is false and I have a not before it, it will convert it into true. So it will reverse the result. Okay, how does and work? And will give you true if all conditions are true. Only if all the conditions are true, then it will give you true. Which means, suppose I have something like 5 greater than 3 and then 2 greater than 1 and then 3 equals to 3. So this is true and this condition is also true and this is also a true thing. So finally your answer will be true. But suppose you have 4 here, so one condition became false. As soon as any one condition will become false, your whole answer will become false. Your whole answer will become false. Understood? How does or work? Or will give you true if any one condition is true. So suppose I had 5 less than 3 or 3 equals to 4 or 18 greater than 8. So this condition is false, this condition is false, but one condition is true. So even if one condition is true, now your or will give you true as the answer. Okay, your all will give true as the answer. Great. Now since we understood this, we'll go into practice, because by learning the theory no one is going to. So this is an important video. Why? Because from here your MCQ output based questions are asked. Okay, so now we'll try to solve. Okay, we'll try to solve this. Okay,